Russell, how are you?
Not bad, actually.
Thought it might be timely for us to have a little bit of a chat about how things are going around the church so we can let everyone know, seeing as though it's not often people get to drive past or drop in now. So thought it'd be worthwhile us having a bit of a chat about how things are going.
It's a good idea. It's been a little bit different over the last 4 or 5 weeks, closing programs and activities and having worship online.
Yeah, it's been very different, hasn't it? But it's been a good time for our church family, a different way to connect online for them all.
Yeah, not just our church family though. It's been heartening to hear that other people outside our church family, people from Ipswich. I know my mother got online at one stage, had a look at us, a sister. Other people have contacted us and said, oh, we saw you online.
Yeah.
And I think that's encouraging. One person who doesn't come to our church said, you just got me coming to church.
Great,
I said, I didn't see you. They said, no, online.
Yeah.
So that is
surprising, the outreach that it does have by doing it online.
Yeah, I think so. And we can also go online and see other people's churches as well.
Yeah, no, it's good to be able to do.
So after COVID-19, whenever that happens, we'll probably do some sort of live streaming.
Yeah, I think it's encouraging what the interaction we've been having with people, and it'd be good to be able to continue to do that after this ends, whenever it ends, whatever end means.
Whatever it
get back to some
whatever
sort
it
of
means,
normality with that. Pastoral care, how have we been going with that? We've been doing some different things there. Circles of care that we've been developing.
Yeah, we talked about different models even before COVID-19 was on us. We wanted to develop pastoral care, and so the circles of care is something that it's not a new model, but we're sort of adapting it for our own situation. And circles of care, as it says, it's a circle, and people make up that circle, and you will connect with the person on your left and the person on your right.
Yep.
And obviously, if I'm on your left, I'm on your right.
Yeah.
So we connect with each other. So it's mutually supporting one another, praying for each other. And I've been heartened. I had a phone call from the person on my right and see how I was going. And I forgot it was a circle of care. But we were just able to talk to each other about things. So that's been heartening, and that's what we'll probably continue to build on.
So it's very much like after church, standing around having a coffee or a cup of tea, except we've got to do it over the phone.
Over the phone, and maybe in time when we get back together,
Yeah.
we'll do it over a cup of coffee.
Yeah, could develop some good relationships
I
within
think
the
so,
congregation.
yeah. And as new people come to the church, they'll be drawn into those circles of care.
Yeah, that's great. And what other things have been going on? The op shop chats, how are we going with that? With it not being open, with it being closed?
Yeah, well, we've had to close them, Greg, because
Yeah.
of COVID, obviously. And we just realised that it's so important, our op shop and chats, people, it's not just a place of people who come in and buy cheap clothes, but a place of connection.
When's it going to open? That's a big question.
Great question, but
Yeah.
we won't open it until it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
And we'll take the government's guidelines about that. We'll also take Church Council will need to make a decision about that, but we'll only do it when it's safe to do so.
Yeah, because the volunteers in there, we've got to make sure they all stay safe, and the handling of all the clothes,
Yeah,
furniture.
you can imagine if someone had the virus and
Yeah.
they brought in donations,
Yeah.
or people brought in clothes, they went through the clothes and they've got the virus, and they're going through the clothes on the rack, and the next person goes through the same clothes
Yeah,
and handles them. That's how it will spread.
yeah. And what about all the people we've had around the place, Russell? The Lorraine, who's been working in there, admin.
Yeah, Lorraine will continue
Okay.
at this stage, but we've actually put Peter and also Julie, stood them aside for the period of time.
Yep.
Tabao, we're continuing to pay.
Great.
Not the full 12 hours a week, but he's been connecting with the young people.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you've got 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. It's been great interaction with the young people, and they've been loving it. So it's been
And
great.
I think
to
they're
see.
doing Youth Alpha online, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. Every Friday night, they're having a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughing going on, a lot of learning through that, obviously, which is great to see. And the young people need that connection, so it's good.
Yeah,
good
so
to be able to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's good to see, and
Yeah.
that will be encouraged as they continue along.
Yeah. One of the big concerns we had when we started looking at this, both from a church council, and you and I had a few conversations about it, was around our giving and the impact that this may have. How have we been looking? What have you been seeing?
Well, it's certainly been affected, but it's also been heartening to see people go online and give through internet banking. Some people are ringing us up or dropping their offering in, and
Yep.
we want to encourage that to continue.
That's
I
good.
mean, giving is an expression of our worship. It's
Yeah.
not just giving towards our budget. It's an expression of our worship to God, and that is really, really important. So we're not just giving for the sake of the budget, but we're giving for the work of God's kingdom, and that will continue,
Yeah, well, it needs to.
COVID or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The work there needs to continue.
Yeah.
And one of the things we've been very good at, Russell, is we've been very prudent on our finances in the past. And that goes to credit from our congregation and everyone out there. Thank you for what you've been able to do in that giving, but also from Debbie and how we've been able to, from the op shop, put money aside against our loan, and we're well in advance of our loan, which has been great.
So tell us about the fence out the front.
Yeah, we've got a lot of work going on around here at the moment, and if you drive past, if you're lucky enough to be able to get out and have a drive past, encourage anyone to have a drive past if they can. You'll see a lot of work going along and around here. We're trying to secure the property more so that we can keep unwanted people out. We have had some instances in the past, so we do need to make sure we can secure the property. And particularly where we're going through, we don't know how long until we'll actually be able to have it open. We don't want to, as Russell has touched on, be able to get lots of people dropping off donations. So we want to be able to secure the property. So we're putting a big fence along the front, which will have security gate on it, just so we can help protect the property a lot more than what it has been protected in the past, and keep unwanted people out. So shame we have to do that, but
I thought it was actually keep the people in the church in.
keep them in on a Sunday morning so they can.
No, I have been told though it will open at 7 o'clock in the morning automatically.
Yep.
And then it will close at 8 o'clock at night, and then
That's
you'll
good.
have a PIN number to get out.
Yeah.
If you're in the
That's
vicinity, you won't be locked in here till 7 o'clock in the morning.
But it's important that we do that to secure the property.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had a number of people. We've had the number plates stolen on the bus. We've had people going through the donation bins. People going through the rubbish bins and pulling that out.
Yeah.
And it's not much fun cleaning up after people have gone through everything.
Yeah.
So for the sake of our volunteers, for the sake of good stewardship, I guess. There's a lot of investment on this property that we need to protect it.
And it's not as if this wasn't in our plans. It wasn't our plans to be able to do this. And that was part of the reason we had put the money aside as well to be able to do that. So it wasn't our plans to do this, was to secure the property totally. So it's great to be able to do. Let's look at welfare, because another area that you have had a lot of involvement is welfare in this community. How have you been finding that?
Well, people have been doing it tough. We, as you know, we give welfare out every week anyway.
Yeah.
We budget at least $1,000 a month towards welfare. We've stepped that up. We're finding people still needing support, and so we're giving that support. We're able to get some resources from the shopping centre. They gave us some goods.
That's good.
That people put aside. It's been really encouraging. We had one lady rang me up and she said, "We know what you do as your support to the community. Can I give financially to the work of the welfare?"
Great.
So that's been taking place.
Oh, that's great.
And that's always very encouraging.
Yeah, it's so important, that welfare, in being able to continue to minister and look after people in our community. So it's so important that we're able to do that.
So, Greg, I think we've taken up enough people's time.
Thank you very, very much, everyone, for dropping in and having a look at what we've got to say today about where we're going with our congregation. We just wanted to do this to reassure you that we do have plans, we are on track, everything is in order, and we will keep you up to date with everything that's going on. We will send stuff out to you on a monthly basis, so at the end of each month, Debbie will go through and she'll update from a finance point of view where we're at, but also Russell will update you on where we're at from a people point of view, which is also very important for our congregation, to make sure our people in our congregation have been looked after. So stay safe, stay out of trouble, and keep well, and we look forward to seeing you on a Sunday morning, if not before.
God bless you all.
Bye.